Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday night. That means another edition of Nathbet. It is game week 32. But firstly, let me say congratulations to all of you people there who are watching this. Congratulations for putting on the bets last week. Our first clean sweep, the double, came in. That was Hull and Everton. The treble came in, Newcastle, Liverpool and Wigan. The fourfold came in, Chelsea, Brentford, Barnsley, Manchester United. Congratulations, 3-1, 5-1 and a 12-1 double treble and fourfold. I know plenty of you had it. We've been saying for quite a long time here that we've been so close to getting a clean sweep. Well, it came. We've had big results. The fourfold a few weeks ago, 33-1. We've had plenty of trebles. We've had plenty of doubles and trebles, but this was the first time we had the clean sweep. So congratulations. Like I said again, stick with us. We are going to get you plenty of profits, I guarantee you. The results are fantastic. The results have been fantastic since week one, really. I think we've only had 5 weeks where we haven't made profit, so that out of 31 we're very happy with, and we're hopefully making it even more this week. I know that plenty of you not only had the double and treble and fourfold, you made a fivefold out of the double and treble, you made a ninefold out of the double, treble and fourfold, which paid 250-1. Plenty of people in the hundreds, plenty of people in the thousands. Congratulations. Free tips, free bets. Get your bets on through nathbet.com. If you haven't got an account with any of the people that we're advertising with, please don't leave the screen. Click on the icons that we've got. Register through there. Get your free bets. Put them all on this week, and we're very confident again this week. I said to my partner in crime, Peter, who runs the site with me, that on the Saturday morning I really fancied something special, and that's exactly what happened. And we cakewalked it, really, didn't we? I mean, it wasn't really any danger, apart from Newcastle with that last-minute goal. Everyone else won by 2 clear goals, albeit a late goal, a late consolation goal for Swansea at Everton, I think, to make it 2-1. But apart from that, it was plain sailing, really. So that's these are the strength of tips that we're giving. We're very excited. If you have got a Twitter account, please retweet our bets. Let's get everybody in on the action. We want as many followers as possible. Okay, without further ado, let me go on to the big bets this week. First of all, we're going to go with the double. We're going to go with a double I actually tipped on Tuesday and actually bet on Tuesday, but I needed to make sure that the team news was correct, and it is. We're going to back Southampton in the first bet to beat Newcastle United. Southampton obviously lost 3-2, didn't they, at Spurs at the weekend? Went 2-0 up and lost 3-2, so obviously very frustrating. But there are a couple of problems there. They lost Schneiderlin, they didn't have Wanyama, 2 unsung heroes really for Southampton this season, just in front of the back four. So I do think that they were missing them. Obviously their attacking form is fantastic, and going up 2-0 away from home is no mean feat. But obviously they were ultimately didn't get any points from the game, so they're going to be hungry going back to St Mary's. And a team that they want to play, if they do want to play anyone away from home at the moment, it's Newcastle United. Newcastle, not only, they got that, they scraped that 1-0 win against Crystal Palace, very unconvincing, but at the same time they played midweek, whereas Southampton have had a bit of a rest, haven't they? No midweek action for Southampton, so they'll be well rested. Newcastle on the back of a 3-0 humiliation, really, at home to Everton. Now they've got to go to Southampton. I don't expect them to get anything at all from this game. So Southampton at 8-11, I think is a very good price. We're going to take them to beat Newcastle. I'm going to double them up with Stoke City to beat Hull City. Now, very much along the same lines, Hull City played midweek. Stoke, fantastic 4-1 win against Aston Villa last weekend, going 1-0 down very early to Christian Benteke's strike, but came back, roaring back, really. It just shows what Mark Hughes has done there. He's got them to play good football. Mark Hughes is not my favourite person, as you will well know, if you've watched me in the last couple of seasons. However, this Stoke side seems to be playing better, and they've got every chance of finishing in a top 8 or top 7 position. If they do that, then they might get European football. Mark Hughes will be absolutely intent on doing something like that and proving the doubters wrong, including me. Hull City, on the other hand, 2-1 defeat at West Ham in midweek. The man sent off, Alan McGregor, the keeper. He would have been injured as well. I think he went to hospital. He's got some sort of liver problem as well. They've just got a couple of niggles. Of course, they've got the 2 strikers, which do help them out a lot, Long and Jelavic. However, I do think Stoke on this occasion at home will be too strong for them. And when the odds against at 6-5, we're going to take them. So Southampton, Stoke, 8-11 and 6-5 gives us a 2.8-1 double. And that is with Bet Victor. Strictly and swiftly on to the treble. We're going to go with the team in form who demolished Manchester United in midweek, and that's Manchester City against Arsenal. Both teams played midweek. Arsenal obviously lost Lauren Koscielny through an injury, and they show that battering at home to Chelsea at the weekend. 2-2 draw against Swansea could have been a lot worse as well. They just don't look like the side that they started off the season with. Manchester City are coming to form at the right time, even minus Sergio Aguero. You saw how Deco came in after missing the Fulham game with illness. He came in and running the show along with Yaya Toure, who's just in incredible form at the moment. I'd like Manchester City to go there and win, to be honest, 11-10. Difficult game for Arsenal. I just think the quality, I don't think it's going to be a 3-0 like they did to Old Trafford, but I do think that they will go there and win by the odd goal or two. So Manchester City to beat Arsenal at the Emirates, 11-10 is the first bet. Second one, Derby County in the Championship. Steve McLaren, they're comfortably in third and comfortably in a playoff spot. However, you never know, they might even try and catch the top two. And a game against Charlton, who are in the bottom two, is a game that they should and I think will win comfortably. Okay, they demolished Nottingham Forest, didn't they, at the weekend? And I just think that Derby at 4-6 to beat Charlton. Charlton playing better football. They killed our fourfold, didn't they, in midweek tweeters. We did Twitter a little fourfold. 3 of those results came in. Only Nottingham Forest doing us at home against Charlton. But going to Nottingham Forest and going to Derby are two completely different things. So we're going to back Derby at 4-6 to beat Charlton. Finish that treble off with Swansea City against Norwich. Norwich very good at home, and I think that they'll be fine. I don't think they will go down this season. I think that Chris Hughton does a great job. I think he gets a lot of criticism, but I mean, what do you expect, Norwich City? I mean, you've got to be happy to be finishing outside the relegation spots every single year. So I think he does a good job, and I think maybe the pressure, he's still feeling that pressure. I do think they'll be fine because they've got a couple of easy home games coming up, and like I say, they are strong at home. However, away they have been diabolical. And Swansea City under Gary Monk, they're starting to show signs of getting back to their early season form after a horrible lull. That's no coincidence that Michu and Wilfred Bonney came together in midweek. They looked very, very good together. And like I said earlier on in the broadcast, it could have been a lot better for Swansea. Jonathan de Guzman put through clear in the 92nd minute, and then the referee decided to blow up. Imagine if that was a Manchester United or a Chelsea player that happened to. But it didn't. It was Swansea City. Not a lot was made of it, but there should have been. But they more than matched Arsenal, and I think that home against Norwich, I think that it's probably a massive price at 4-5, and that's why we're going to include them in the treble. Manchester City, Derby, and Swansea City, 11-10, 4-6, and Swansea at 4-5 gives us a 5.1-1 treble, and that is with Coral. Okay, fourfold, guys. A little bit of background to the fourfold. All championship fourfold for you, and basically it's teams in and around that playoff picture. So obviously we want teams at this stage of the season have something to play for. Obviously they're going to be trying hard. They're going to be putting. I mean, everybody's trying hard, obviously, but you know what I mean. There's just that extra impetus, obviously, with a chance of going into the Premier League and getting into the playoffs. And when you're in the playoffs, you don't know what can happen. And obviously the money these days for Premier League football is incredible. So I do think that these 4 games we're going to back 4 home teams. All chances of playoff football, all something to play for, and I do think that they're all good prices. First of all, Ipswich against Nottingham Forest. Said earlier, Nottingham Forest managerless. Everybody keeps turning them down. I think 5, 6, 7 people, even Stuart Pearce, and he's horrendous, have turned them down. So they're in dire straits, really. They can't scrape a win or a draw together. So to go to Ipswich, who are just on that brink of the playoffs, I think Ipswich at 13-10, after they got beat by Charlton as well in midweek. I think to go to Ipswich is a tall order. So 13-10 about Ipswich, you're going to take them. Double them up with a Reading against Huddersfield. Huddersfield do score goals, but their away form has been poor. They do let goals in at the other end. In fact, I think they're -10 away from home this season, goal differential. So Reading at 10-11, always strong at home. Always like to back them at home. We have done plenty of times this season. So we're going to back Reading to beat Huddersfield. They're available at 10-11. Okay, Queen's Park Rangers, you never know what you're going to get with these people. It's a bit like a box of revels. However, against Blackpool, who, like Charlton, obviously have improved and they needed to. They couldn't get any worse. But going to Queen's Park Rangers, Harry Redknapp's got to sort his side out, got to sort his men out. And I think that if they do put 2 or 3 wins together, which they should do with that kind of squad and that kind of money, then they will be assured of a playoff spot. You never know, might even get better than that. But I think he'll be happy with a playoff spot. And obviously, if you finish 3rd, you get the 7th, you get the 6th spot. If you finish 4th, you get the 5th team. So of course you want to finish 3rd. You've got a better chance of getting through to that playoff final. So Queen's Park Rangers to beat Blackpool is my 3rd tip. They're available at 8-13. And the last one of the day. It hurts me to say, but I did back against Hull. Sorry, Peter, but I am backing against Middlesbrough as well. So obviously. I'm not going For my side, I've got to back head instead of heart in this situation. Unfortunately, I think that Brighton will be too much for Middlesbrough on this occasion. Middlesbrough drew 2-2 in midweek, 2 goals. That's pretty crazy compared to the last 2 months of them not scoring against Huddersfield, but they are letting goals in, and Brighton very good at home. I do think that Brighton will be too much for Middlesbrough on this occasion. Danny Graham needs to start scoring. They can't just keep on relying on the midfield. There's a problem with Konstantopoulos as well. He might lose his place. So I think that Brighton against Middlesbrough, I think that anything odds against is very, very good. I know a lot of the bookmakers have got evens, but you can get 21 to 20, maybe even a little bit bigger. It's up to you guys to get the best price you possibly can. Remember, we're giving you the best prices here at Nathbet. It's up to you to open an account if you have not got one. Open it. Get that account open, get those free bets, register through Nathbet, and then put the bets on and just sit back and watch the profits come in. So Ipswich, Reading, Queen's Park Rangers and Brighton, that's a 14-1 fourfold, guys. Remember the long shot as well. Tweet your guess long shot in. It was very close last week. I think we're only 2 out as well for the long shot, which is pretty great as well. Another little thing that I'm going to say to you as well, I know it might not mean a lot to you, but it is baseball season. It means a lot to me for my American roots, and it starts on Sunday, and I have had a very successful 2 years with baseball tips. So what I'm going to be doing, especially if the demand is there, I'm going to be tipping a double most nights actually, which is going to be probably a 4-1 double. Don't go crazy on it, but I do make a lot of profit on baseball bets. I like to think I know my teams, know my run differentials and my handicap. So if you are interested, you do fancy a tipple each night that doesn't involve football, then please click onto Nathbet, tweet us out, and we will tweet you back plenty of options that we will have. But like I say, again, just one more big thank you for everyone who bet last week. I hope you're enjoying the profits. Bank it, put it away for a rainy day, nice holiday, and like I say, I really do like the tips this week as well, so lump on. Have a great one, guys, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.